Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome back to my quilt room. I hope everybody had a happy new year and you're ready to do a lot of sewing this year. I know I am. I want to show you a really quick and easy project that I have behind me. Now, a while back I did a block of the month, and this is one of the blocks that I really wanted to do, but there were so many and I was trying to narrow it down. And I saw somebody redo this block, and I had a layer cake that I didn't really know what I wanted to do with. And when I saw that, it jolted my memory of I want to teach people how to do this block. So let me show you what I have behind me. This is a throw size, and I used a focus fabric in the middle. This project came out to be 58 by 69, I think it was. And I did quilt it myself on my baby lock. It has this minky fabric on the back, and it was really easy to sew through. So I'm going to teach you how to do this block. Now this is a really good, easy, beginner-friendly project. And if you're going to work with little ones that you're teaching to sew and you don't want them to do a lot of cutting and use a rotary cutter, this is right up that alley. This is the fabric that I purchased. It is directional, at least I felt like it was directional. So I made sure that when I put it in my squares that the butterflies were all floating upwards. And if you have a charm pack, here's a charm pack, and this one has 40 squares in it. This one is one that I found in my 5-inch pile, and it's by Riley Blake. It has 40. In the project behind me, I used 42 squares. Because I used a layer cake that had 42 squares. So I had to cut 42 of these. So if you have a bin, I try to cut up all my scraps, and if I can get a 5-inch square out of there, I will cut them and save them in a box like this. And I have another box of these. And you can get these little, I think they're shoe storage bins anywhere like Walmart. So let me show you how I made the block. Take one of your 10-inch squares out of your layer cake. And what you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half. And then you are going to press it to form a crease in the middle. So you'll iron it and put a crease in the middle. Unfold it and turn it the opposite way. Fold it again, and again iron it. And you will have a cross in the middle. These are each going to be 5 inches. Now you want to do the same thing to your charm square. Fold it in half, and then take it to your iron and press it. Unfold it, fold it over again, and press it again so that you get this nice cross in the middle, and the crease creates like a little valley. And you can line these up because it naturally wants to sit in that crease. So now you have your charm square inside in the center of your 10-inch block. And then you'll come over and fold one side to the middle. And you can pin this if you want to. And then fold the other side into the middle and pin it. You will stitch a 1/4-inch seam down each side of your block. And then press it open. And you will turn it, and then you will fold it again the same as you did for the first side, and crease it and bring in the other side to the middle. And you can iron it down or pin it. And then you're going to stitch again a 1/4 inch seam allowance down both sides. And then what you have is a block with your charm square in the center. This is what the back looks like. And these are those seams where you sewed down each side and then turned it and sewed down the other side. Now my block, I squared all of my blocks to 8.5 inches. And then I put a 2-inch black sashing strip with one of the little butterfly squares, a 2-inch square, as a cornerstone. And I set it in the pack. I set it 6 blocks across and 7 down to use all 42 squares that were in my layer cake. Now I started thinking, what if I want to make this block, but I have a bunch of stuff that I want to use up my stash, scrappy. So there is another quilt pattern out there. It's very easy to do, called a toss 9 patch. And I thought, well, this would be easy to do and sew your block. And you already have your crease lines. Slice your block into 4 pieces. And then all you have to do is flip 2 corners and sew it back together. And this is a little mock block of what the tossed 9 patch would be. Now I can see if you have a box like I do full of these and you want to cut through your stash, it'd be really quick and easy on one of these chilly, cold winter days to make up a bunch of these and cut them up and then put the whole thing together scrappy. That would be fun, and it would be a good way to use up your scraps. The connecting threads layer cake that I use to make this is called Nuances de Noor. And I believe it's out of print now, but if you have a layer cake and don't know what to do with it, and you may have a charm pack as well, then you could sew this together really quick. I was happy with how easy it was. I did put batting. There is a thin layer of batting under the minky. Now the minky fabric came wider than your typical cotton fabric, is usually 44 inches, and this was 60 inches. But I had no trouble spray basting the batting to the minky and then again to the top and stitching it on my domestic baby lock machine. It sewed really well. You can't really see I don't know if you can see the squares where I followed the quilting. I did the outline of the squares is how I quilted it together. I did put it through the washing machine just to get all that loose fuzz off of it. So that's my first project for 24, and I hope to see you soon with some new blocks. Until then, take care.